pretty interesting heat race lineups here, and take nothing away from the guys that are starting up front in some of these. But, Dale, you maybe said it best. It almost looks like an invert in a way with some, again, take nothing away from some of the guys, but just the way that some of them run here and the way this shook out, these heat races could be pretty sporty.
It really could. It's going to provide some excitement for sure. Just because last night when they qualified, the first couple of qualifiers, the track didn't lock down as much as it did later. So, it was a challenge for those guys. I stood outside turn 2 and watched qualifying. It was a challenge for those guys to get their cars turned and get a good lap, even though there was so much traction. But it's going to be some good opportunities for some good racers. Some young racers that's starting up front, and it's going to prove from some excitement for those experienced racers back there wanting to go to the front.
The other thing you said during the break as well that I think is important to note as this field starts to get rolling here real quick, you said that the black streaks, and I noticed it now as well, a lot of the black streaks that we saw at the end of that 40-lap A main, they've kind of disappeared.
That'll happen. A lot of times when the moisture's up, outside, we talked about it, whether it be tide or dew point and ambient temperature close, but a lot of times the tracks will bleed back. So I think that's what we've actually witnessed is it's bled back a little bit. So it could be greasy here just a little bit, the first couple of laps, and they'll burn it in, and it'll be back to as racy as it was in the feature, I suspect.
All right, Penske Shocks heat race number 1 is on the track. 8 laps will be the distance. Top 3 will transfer into the main event. Again, these are the Monday heats and B mains coming up. Their feature, the Monday night feature, will be upon the conclusion of tomorrow's program. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup in Penske Shocks. Heat race number 1, your pole sitter out of College Grove, Tennessee. He was the fast qualifier in Group A. Jason Riggs on his outside out of Urbana, Missouri, the 8 of Dylan McCown.
It'll be Garrett Smith, the 10. He's out of Eatonton, Georgia, former dirt track world champion. And Drake Troutman alongside out of Heinemann, PA, in car 7.
R.J. Conley starts inside row 3. He'll be flanked by the Traverse City, Michigan driver Brandon Thurlby in the 69.
Todd Brennan, he's out of Zanesville, Ohio, in the 20. And Logan Hitt out of Buckhannon, West Virginia, in the 2-star.
And your final starters then are going to be Will Harrington in the 14, Brian Ledbetter in the 07, and Jeff Matthews going to take the tail of this one in the 33. So we got 11 drivers running 8 laps. Penske Shocks heat race number 1. The winner of this heat race will start on the Victory Fuel pole in the Monday feature that will happen Thursday night. It's Jason, that's the best way to put it. Jason Riggs on the pole, Dylan McCown on the outside. They fire in the Nutrient Ag Solutions starting zone.
Jason Riggs, the fastest qualifier in Group A last night. Now McCown, last year's Lucas Oil Mallory Rookie of the Year, down the back straightaway. Garrett Smith to second in car 10. Smith to the top shelf.
This is going to be interesting, man, as they come off turns 3 and 4. Boy, Garrett Smith really lets it hang out wide there. Jason Riggs leads a lap in a heat race, I think maybe for the first time in his career, James, at the end of lap 1.
Do you think that Garrett Smith watched Tyler Urban that last feature, Dale?
I guarantee you.
He's going to take the lead off of turn 4.
If he wasn't watching, he got a note from the crew chief.
That, or he was watching Mike Marlar maybe with that line.
Yes.
With that line he's running on the high side of the racetrack. Marlar just went from 23rd to 2nd in that last feature. And Garrett Smith from the 3rd starting spot is going to ride that same wall line around this 1/3 mile racetrack to the lead as we look back on a good battle here for the 3rd spot on your screen between Dylan McCown in the 8, R.J. Conley in the 71C, and Drake Troutman in the black 7.
What about it, Dale? You just ran 40 laps in an A main. You got out of the car for about 20 minutes, and now you're back in it on the racetrack.
I think they're all right. They're looking like they're full of energy still. So they're young guys out there.
I'll tell you what, give a hat tip to Jason Riggs, man. Riggs is letting Garrett Smith pull the way in this one. As a matter of fact, Garrett Smith maybe losing just a little bit of ground to Jason Riggs. Riggs just a little bit better as R.J. Conley there on your screen. Momentarily moves into the 3rd and final transfer spot.
Well, R.J.'s getting up on the wheel there, Dale McDowell.
He sure is. Yep. They're entering the bottom turn 3. And so that's actually, must be a little bit more grip down there.
2 laps to go. We got a battle for the lead, guys. Jason Riggs giving Garrett Smith all he can handle. Could Jason Riggs start on the Victory Fuel pole?
Oh.
No, Garrett Smith going to take it back down to the bottom, and Riggs hooks a rut. It's the Barons 1 to go.
And lost some air.
And he left a little bit of that, too.
He's back in it, though. Let's see, Garrett Smith down the back straightaway. What does Garrett Smith need to do? Does he need to go down low, Dale Mack?
He'll go to the bottom.
He does just that as they roll through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Garrett Smith going to get the win here in Penske Shocks heat race number 1. A solid run for Jason Riggs. He finishes in 2nd. And R.J. Conley rounds out the top 3. So those 3 drivers will advance to the main event. here tomorrow night, followed by Drake Troutman, Will Harrington, Dylan McCowan, Logan Hitt, Todd Brennan, Jeff Matthews, and Braden Thurlby. RJ Conley third, Jason Riggs second. Your winner will roll off from the Victory Fuel pole here tomorrow night in the Terminal Maintenance and Construction Atlanta Heating and Cooling World Famous Cadillac Ranch. Number 10, it's Garrett Smith.
Yeah, Garrett Smith, one career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series winner, and it was a big one, the Dirt Track World Championship back in 22. Garrett, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow, but you're on the Victory Fuel pole position. How good does that feel knowing you got a shot at another win tomorrow night?
Feels good. Man, I think last night we got negative hard charger award. Tonight, I think Marler may have got it, but I was able to finish second to be main earlier, and I think I finished 9th or 10th, but I don't know, man. I feel like we're really good early, but we just got to get better feature time, and man, I don't know what else to say other than our car is one of the best. I feel like early in the night, we just got to get our crap together and be better in the future.
There you go, Garrett Smith. He wins Penske Shocks Heat 1. Guys, Wayne Castleberry's got to find a sponsor for the negative hard charger award winner. As Garrett Smith said, he feels like he earned that one last night.
Dale, have you ever been a negative hard charger in your career?
Unfortunately, yes. Yes.
Wow.
They call that in the feature, they call that a pseudo passing point. You don't.
They call it tossing an anchor out sometimes.
Wow. I like that kid, man. I like that kid.
100%, man. Summit Racing Equipment, heat number 2 is getting staged on the back straightaway. This one's going to find another Riggs Racing entry starting on the pole. Jaden Frame behind the wheel of the 81F. He's out of Decker, Tennessee, and on his outside, out of Dresden, Ohio, in the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports 99, it's Devin Moran.
Row 2, Dale Mack.
You caught me sleeping.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
The 49 is
Stay
Jonathan
awake.
Davenport and Rod Conley in the 71R.
There you go. Okay. Are you ready?
What am I ready?
Inside row 3.
Okay.
You ready?
No, you go.
Let's do it.
You go. Brandon
Shepherd.
in stereo.
Oh,
Jensen Ford on the outside.
Is Jensen out there?
oh man.
I'm not sure he had problems in his feature.
Yeah,
He is
Jensen
out
Ford, I
there.
believe,
Okay.
is out there. Absolutely. It's Matt Cosner and Tony Jackson Jr. in row 4, Larry Group, and Blake McLean in row number 5. So 10 cars running 10 laps, and that was the best Brandon that I've heard in a long time right there.
That's awesome, Dale.
Boy, you can't compete with James on that one, though.
What about Jared Landers, right? We missed it, right? Jared
I always
Landers.
call him J-Rod.
J-Rod. Okay.
James's other favorite, by the way, is the Swartz car. The Swartz car.
Did you ever run a Schwartz car? You didn't, did you?
No, I haven't run a sports
Did
car.
you ever run against Charlie Schwartz?
Boy,
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. No, I'm not sure.
All right, Summit Racing Equipment heat number 2 will start the new Tunex Solution start zone. So Jane Frame, the team car of Jason Riggs in the show, finished second. As they come out of turn number 4, Devin Moran alongside that heartbreak and that. Hey, man, he would have been right in there at the end, spun while running in 4th. We are underway in heat number 2.
Heat number 2 goes greens. They head off into turns 1 and 2. Devin Moran, again, the winner of this one will start 3rd in the Monday night feature. And we've got trouble down in turn number 2 is the 66C of Matt Cosner, the 25 of Tony Jackson Jr., and the 29 of Larry Grube have come together. And that will bring out a Dave Warren Power Sports caution flag.
Boy, Devin looked good around that top right there on that first lap. So,
Take a look at your FloRacing instant replay and see what happened to bring out this Dave Warren Power Sports caution flag. As Moran definitely got a good run down in the corner. And did Cosner, maybe did he stab the brake just a little bit there to keep from getting to the back of Sheppy, Dale?
well, yeah, possibly. And like we talked about before, it bled back. Not only is the black gone, but the spots of the racetrack that, maybe have been the fluff in the top and then around the bottom where there's grip, that bled back and got a little greasy. So it's real easy to get in those conditions.
All right, well, we didn't get a lap in, guys, so it'll be a complete side-by-side double file restart with 0 laps down and all 8 laps still remaining. Again, the winner of Summit Racing Equipment Heat 2 starts 3rd in the Monday night feature that'll be run on Thursday night. Right?
Yep. So Jane Frame came down here, a couple of years ago with Joe Denby. Remember
He
that?
was, yeah, Joe Denby,
Yep.
out of originally out of Tullahoma, Tennessee. And Joe Denby, one of the originals that ran with us down here in 2004, 2005, James.
Back underway here in the new Tunex Solution 3 start zone. Jane Frame And Moran will go to the top shelf, and Devin Moran will take the lead down the back straightaway in 99. Another 3 wide at a turn 2.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
Contact made by Rod Conley and Jaden Frame. Frame gets into the outside wall in the back straightaway, and Superman Jonathan Davenport has flown up into the second spot. Behind Devin Moran, it's Moran, Davenport, Brandon Shepard right now your top 3. Conley's able to get his feet back under him. He's 1 spot out of a transfer right now. Hot Rod runs in 4th.
His younger brother just made the race here in heat number 1. Down the main straightaway, it's Devin Moran out in front. Davenport, Shepard into turn number 1. Right now it's about, 2 to 3 car lengths down the back straightaway. 6/10 of a second. Davenport third in that feature a while ago. Moran and Davenport to the top shelf, guys.
Yeah, Davenport's going to go to the high side. May open up the door for Brandon Shepard right there, or he may get a run on your race leader, Devin Moran on the 99. Jaden Frame out of the party. And that Shepard Riggs Racing Riggs Drilling Solutions number 81 cross flags will be shown to the field this time by Dale. It looks like Jonathan Davenport may be really good down in turns 1 and 2 and still trying to find his grip in 3 and 4.
Yeah, I mean, he moved around. He was top 1 lap and, bottom. Exiting turn 2 is just, man, it seems like it's such a fine line when they exit over there to have a good exit or just kind of felt like they're hung, it looks like.
Dale, it's Brandon Shepard who'll go to second. Man, we got to run the feature tonight, right?
This racetrack.
This is really good.
Racetrack's in really good shape. Yeah.
Moran, 1.1 seconds the advantage over Shepard and Davenport. The Rod Conley Cosner, the top 5 with 2 laps to go.
Yeah, Devin Moran stretched out, guys, to pretty extensive lead here in this one. Last time by, it was about 1.5 seconds as Brandon Shepard's going to try to close the gap. But the Barron's 1 to go comes out this time by for the 3rd-generation driver out of Dresden, Ohio, Devin Moran.
Looking good, Dale, out of turn number 2. And he's going to win this one down the back straightaway.
Not so fast, my friend.
Oh!
We've got a
Dave
Dave
Warren Power Sports caution is out.
That's right. Jensen Ford goes around. In the All About Doors, Jerry Siding and Roofing, Mining Construction sponsored 15K, Ben.
Yeah, and got an update. That team, they found after that feature MSD issues on that race car. And that's how Jensen was able to get so fast back out here. Not very good luck right there, but at least things not more terminal than they thought earlier on that 15K with some just MSD issues that knocked him out of the feature.
He started to pull that 40 lapper, so we'll have 1 to go. Should start him with the green, white, and checker. We'll see again what happened here.
Jensen Ford's night started off good, and it's unfortunately gone downhill from there. Did he hook a tire? Yeah, it looked like he hooked a tire.
Yeah, front end spit down right there. Maybe he hooked a tire. One of those dreaded Ute tires.
All right, 1 to go, Dale. It'll be Moran, Shepard, Davenport, your top 3. So get them in line here, single file.
That's not what Devin wanted to see. No. He wanted to finish that off.
Yeah, that started in 5th.
He races a 1.5 second lead Devin Moran had, but the good news is it'll be the green and the Barron's white flag waving simultaneously. 1 lap dash to the finish in this one, James.
Here they go down the back straightaway. Moran, Shepard, Davenport clears on the outside of Conley. Here they are, 2 turns to go. Moran to the bottom to protect that coming out of 4.
Checkered flag in the air. Devin Moran's going to get the win in Summit Racing Equipment Heat 2. Brandon Shepard second. Jonathan Davenport finishes 3rd. Those 3 lock into the Monday feature, followed by Rod Conley, Matt Cosner, Blake McLean, Larry Group, Jensen Ford, Jaden Frame, and Tony Jackson Jr. will round out the field. So it's Davenport 3rd, Shepard 2nd. Your winner in the Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, Big River Steel, Car Source Auto 99, Devin Moran.
And Devin Moran, a 2-time winner here at the Veland Winter Nationals, presented by Lucas Oil. 8 career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series feature wins. He'll start 3rd tomorrow night in this makeup feature from Monday, pulling off the helmet, the Double Down Motorsports entry. And Devin, some heartbreak in the feature tonight. Battle at the front of the pack. You bounce back, though. You'll start 3rd in the main event tomorrow night. It's kind of incredible how well this racetrack's held up tonight.
Yeah, Alan and the guys have done a really great job. Bummer in that first race. I felt like we had a chance to win, but Tyler pulled a dumbass attack like normal, but that's part of it. So we'll just go out here and see what we can do tomorrow, and hopefully we time in good. Tomorrow's a points night. We're starting good for the 2nd race, so we'll see what happens.
Devin Moran, he wins Summit Racing Equipment Heat 2. Dale, have you ever used dumbass attack to describe a competitor's move in a race?
I think so. I can't recall exactly, but I'm pretty sure I have. It's animated tonight.
It is animated. It's
late night shenanigans here at East Bay.
Hey, Ben, what about Michael Page, Dale?
Oh.
What? Yeah.
What about
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the Hamburglar was.
Oh, he
Stealing
won the feature.
hamburgers.
the Hamburglar. Yep. I swear that made me think of McDonald's and the Hamburglar when he got out.
And that fire suit fits him so well. Also, real quick, guys, before you do this lineup, there's apparently a lot of social media buzz about the shoes he was wearing in Victory Lane. Those are not tennis shoes. Those are custom-made racing shoes. They're SFI approved for Tyler Erb. So apparently, Kelly Carlton sent me a note. Apparently at the Dome, there was a lot of people upset about them. And they went over there, and sure enough, there's an SFI rating on those shoes. Those are custom-made fire suits Tyler Erb's wearing.
There you have it. Inside information. Thanks, Kel Carr. Earnhardt Technologies heat race number 3 is on the racetrack. How about this? Starting on the pole, this one, James, out of Hookstown, Pennsylvania. It'll be Logan Zarin in the 1Z, and on his outside from Uniontown, Pennsylvania, Michael Lake in the 27. It looks like a Friday night at Lernerville.
Ross Robinson inside row 2 in car 7, and Brian Shirley, good run in that first feature. He'll start outside of row number 2.
2022 Outlaws champ Dennis Erb Jr. starts inside row 3, and on his outside out of Inez, Kentucky, Kenny Howe in the 21.
Amanda Robinson out there in the 4 car. Heartbreak in that B main earlier tonight, and outside will be Levi Yetter in the 9.
And it looks like Daniel Adam has decided to punt on this heat race, so Danny Snyder will be by himself and at the tail end of Earnhardt Technologies heat race number 3. So we'll roll with 9 cars running 8 laps. Again, the top 3 will transfer. The winner of this one will start 5th in the Monday night main event coming up here in about 24 hours.
When you started, Dale, there wasn't any. I mean, what'd you drive with, like Pro Kids? Something like that?
Hush puppies.
Hush puppies.
Hush puppies.
Dave Marcus Wingtip.
That's right.
All right. Underway. Earnhardt Technologies heat number 3. Top 3 advance down the back straightaway. Oh, man. That was close there, and almost got sideways there. Beating and banging off of turn 4.
Talk about threading the needle. Ross Robinson and Brian Shirley's going to lead lap number 1. Boy, Ross Robinson and Logan Zarin's cars look awfully similar out there on the racetrack as well. Shirley going to get a run back on the outside. Robinson right there on the bottom. Dennis Erb going to limbo lower through turns 3 and 4. Zarin trying to keep the momentum up top. Man, this track is good right now.
Brian Shirley, there's a little bit of a hole down there in turn 1. Robinson second on the top side. Here comes Logan Zarin. He made the feature last night. Goes to the top in that Valvoline rocket off at turn number 4. Dennis Erb on the bottom. They're 2 by 2 behind them. Amanda Robinson and Michael Lake. Good race, Dale McDowell.
It is good, for sure.
About Amanda Robinson working her way up through there from the 7th starting spot. She was just in a battle for 4th. Now there's the battle for 3rd between Dennis Erb and Logan Zarin, and Zarin almost goes around. He somehow saves it, but man, Dale, he lost wholesale ground to Dennis Erb right
He
there.
got a good run getting in 3, but he just ran out of real estate.
Now Amanda Robinson will have a run down the back straightaway. She will go to the inside of Zarin. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the lead off at turn 4. It is Shirley, Robinson, and Erb. 5 down, 3 to go. Brian Shirley down the back straightaway. He will start 3rd in the feature here tomorrow night if he can get it done after starting in 4th in this race.
2 laps to go in this one. Apparel Robinson's trying to make their way in the show. Ross has a transfer spot. Amanda currently runs in 5th. She's on the outside looking in. Logan Zarin also on the outside looking in 4th. But this one is all Brian Shirley. He's got a 1 second advantage coming around to the Barons. 1 to go.
Brian Shirley, he will extend that lead out as they go out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Final lap, Shirley in control of Bob and Lisa Cullen Rocket. Off at turn 4, and Brian Shirley will start inside row 3 here tomorrow night, Dustin.
He wins Earnhardt Technologies Heat 3. Ross Robinson 2nd. Dennis Erb Jr. 3rd. They all transfer to the main event tomorrow night. Followed by Logan Zarin, Amanda Robinson, Michael Lake, Levi Yetter, Kenny Howe, Danny Snyder, rounding out the field in 9th. Erb 3rd, Robinson 2nd, and Squirrel Brian Shirley gets the win in the J&J Ventures Gaming Thompson Express Bob Cullen Racing sponsor 3S. He is going to grab a word in Veland Victory Lane with Ben Shelton.
Brian Shirley, 7-time winner last year, 6th in the World of Outlaws Case Late Model Series Championship standings. He'll pull off the helmet, the Bob Cullen Racing Rocket Chassis number 3S. And Brian, there we go. We got it now. Just real quick, man, how did you execute that move out of turn 2 there on the first lap to get to the lead?
I don't know. I was a little nervous. Obviously, everybody was coming together out of there, and I just got good enough bite to just freaking eat space out. Just keep it on the wood and let her eat, and then I was driving soft there and seen the 7. I thought, goddamn, I gotta get up on this wheel and just do it how you do it at East Bay. Let it eat.
I love it. Let it eat. East Bay style dumbass attack. Who's going to say what in the next interview, guys, as we get set for the next heat? But Brian Shirley, the winner in Earnhardt Technologies Group Heat Race number 3.
Are we at East Bay or Gateway?
Oh, my goodness. Where you at, Tyler Carpenter?
Oh, man. I'm sure T-Carp's watching back home there in Parkeysburg, as we call it sometimes. All right, Simpson Race Products. That's what they call it. Simpson Race Products, Heat Race number 4. Winner of this one will start in the outside front row tomorrow night. What about this? You got Hell's Bales and a Snowdrift. South Carolina and South Dakota in row 1. Ross Bales on the pole. Blair Nodorf on the outside.
Dale McDowell, row 2.
The 111 of Max Blair, and that number 6 car been running really, really well. It's Clay Harris.
Very good. Tim McCready inside row 3. He was a hard charger candidate. And then first featuring Brendan Smith in the 17 double S.
We move back to row 4. Jason Milo out of Guntown, Mississippi. And on his outside, Tyler Erb's got to have to rally from 6th. The Hamburglar in the Best Performance Motorsports number
Actually
1.
8th.
8th, yes. I said 6th. That's 8th. Yes, from 8th. Gardner, Carpenter, Boom, your final starters in this one. Hey, Boom's been good here, man. He could come from the tail, but he's not on the track. That's disappointing.
Where is Boom? I bet I know where Boom's at.
I bet. You think he's got a push latte in his hand?
He's got some Senecas. Here they come. The Nutrient Ag Solutions starts up, and look who swung out wide, coming out of 4, trying to get a run into turn 1.
Started 8th, Tyler Erb. He's going to split the difference and go for 3rd on the first lap. Are you kidding me? Side by side up front for the lead. It's Ross Bales in the black and orange number 6. Snowdrip, Blair Nodorf in the 76, and here comes Turbo.
And this is for the outside front row tomorrow night's Monday makeup feature down the back straightaway. Ross Bales in the Danny Hatcher number 6, side by side. Here comes Erb. They're 2x2 off of turn 4.
Just like Noah led the animals to the yard on the inside, Ross Bales leads. Look at Max Blair going to run down on the inside. Look at Snowdrift getting run on the outside. Turbo almost lost the handle down in 1 and 2. Oh,
then
man.
holding turn 1, Dale. Here we go. Great race for the lead. Dale McDowell out of turn 4.
Man, these guys are all over it, top to bottom.
Gosh,
This is awesome.
This is so good right now.
Can we run the feature tonight? Can we make an executive decision? Mr. Commissioner, here we down. Will you do that?
I vote yes.
Look at this.
It looks like a Talladega draft down there.
Look at this. 5-car, 6-car battle for the lead off of turn 4. Blair Bales still leads halfway. Are you kidding me?
Current status in a relationship with East Bay
Blair's
Raceway
gonna come
Park.
out. Blair's coming out with a lead.
Oh, man. Max Blair in the Centerline Motorsports 111. Look at Turbo trying to thread the needle through 3 and 4.
Oh, man. 5 down, 3 to go. Nodorf. Blair.
If you don't like this, it could be time to take up a new hobby.
Here comes Herb. He'll go to 3rd from 8th, side by side for the lead. For the outside of the front row here tomorrow night. 2 to go.
Max Blair, he's never won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race, James. The defending O'Reilly Auto Purse Rookie of the Year, and neither has Blair Nodorf. Nodorf tries to thread the needle on the outside.
Dale, here comes Turbo on the bottom. The Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go. He's going to be on the outside front row tomorrow night.
He's going to try to clear Snowdrift. Oh, baby. Doesn't quite have him cleared as they head down the back straightaway for the final time. Checkered flag in the air. Max Blair's going to win. Heat race number 4. He'll start on the outside front row, James. Second spot went right down the line. I think Turbo got it.
I think Turbo got it.
Yeah, Tyler Erb. Tyler Erb does it. Yep, he gets him by 2/100ths of a second. Snowdrift finishes 3rd. They transfer in Bales, McCready, Harris, Gardner, Milam, and Smith rounding out the rest of the field. It's Nodorf 3rd, Turbo 2nd, and the second biggest Miami Dolphins fan on the grounds here tonight, Max Blair, gets the win in heat race number 4.
Despite wearing the Miami Dolphins helmet, Max Blair's able to win Simpson Race Products heat race number 4. Max, buddy, how fun was that one?
Yeah, it was fun, man. We've been struggling a little bit here, but trust me, it's not from a lack of effort. We've all been working our tails off, and it feels good to finally win a heat race this week. Good start up front for one tomorrow, and hopefully maybe we can turn our luck around.
All right, he's going to start outside front row. Got his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win last year at Lernerville Speedway in prelim action. He'll go after his second one tomorrow night from the outside front row, Max Blair. And DJ, I think you said it best. If you didn't enjoy that, this sport's not for you. That was a great heat race.
Hey, Ben, shame on those people who left, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the grandstands, and over half the people left. And unless Boom Briggs is throwing a kegger down there, I don't know where everybody went to, which is also possible.
That was cold, by the way, man. That
About
was
what?
cold
It was just
about
10
the
o'clock. It was 10
Dolphins.
o'clock
I mean,
when we-
come
Well,
on.
he overcame a lot of adversity. What was on his helmet? I mean, you saw the playoffs.
Oh, sadly, I did. You had to talk me off the ledge for that one. Lucas Oil Heat Race number 5 is on the track, and here is the lineup in this one. 8 laps, top 3 advanced. It's going to be Dalton Wilson out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, starting on the pole. Benton, Kentucky's Tanner English on the outside, and the Viper Risk Management 96B.
Ethan Dodson, the 174 out of Bakersfield, California. And Seth Daniels, he's out of Jackson, Ohio on the S21.
We move back to row number 3. There we find Brennan Willard out of Lebanon, Missouri, and David McCoy out of Franklin, North Carolina on the 187.
Ashton Winger out of Hampton, Georgia. Tim Dome out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia in the 16.
And your final starters then Jack Riggs in the 81J, Chase Younghands in the 18. If he's going to make the call, he does. Ryan Payne in the 12R. 11 cars running 8 laps. Again, top 3 transfer to the main event.
So Garrett Smith and Max Blair will be the front row tomorrow night. Devin Moran and the winner of this race will make up row 2 as the Brandon Ford Pace truck makes its way to the. Don't forget, we still got 3B mains. Don't go anywhere. Right after we got another heat race after this. Here we go, Dale. It will be Dalton Wilson and Tanner English.
They fire in the Nutrien Ag Solution starting zone. That was a snail's pace through turns 3 and 4. Dalton Wilson will lead them off into turns 1 and 2 and try to bring Ethan Dodson with him. Here comes Tanner English, though, getting that high side momentum, James.
Dale, did you use the word ambient? The ambient.
Ambient.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, ambient.
Did not have that on my bingo card tonight.
That's the only medication I'm allergic to. Me and HP, Chris Sullivan, both allergic. Oh, you said ambient, not ambient. Sorry.
Yeah, ambient. That is a big word for me, but I did learn it from an old farmer.
That's true, James. I see you laughing over there. HP and I, you know Chris Sullivan, Dale. We found out we have that in common. We're both allergic to ambient. Don't ask how.
By the way, Dale, Chris Davis said hello.
Tell him I say hello.
All right.
Dalton Wilson out front in this one, guys. I'll try to rein us back in here a little bit. 3 laps going to be complete this time. 0.7 of a second the advantage for the 18D. Good battle there on your screen for second, third, and fourth between Tanner English, the 12 of Ashton Winger, and the 1 with the little 7.4. That's Ethan Dodson.
Wait till tomorrow night. Dalton Wilson may win both features. He had one. You never know, right? He will start inside row 2. He leads English and Dodson into 1.
Well, this is heat race number 5, so the winner of this one, James, will start on the outside of row at number 2. But look at Ethan Dodson getting a head full of steam up on the high side of the racetrack. We got ourselves a battle for the lead.
You do. If you get a good run off of 1 and 2, it seems like it's tight to exit, make a good clean exit, but he's found something. He's rolling.
Watch this, Dale, into turn 3. Dodson right there, thought about it, goes to the middle, back to the top. We got a battle for lead 2 to go. Dalton Wilson and Ethan Dodson for the inside of row number 2 here tomorrow night for the main event.
Battle for the transfer spot as well. There on the right side of your screen is Ashton Winger trying to take that away from the 96B of Tanner English. Barron's 1 to go this time by for Dalton Wilson, and here comes Ethan Dodson.
He opened the door up, Dale.
Oh.
Yep.
Boy, it's fun to watch.
Out the back straight away. Ethan Dodson, the Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go. The Bakersfield, California driver in the Brett Coleman Farms, number 174, your winner on the last lap of heat number 5.
Dalton Wilson finishes second in the battle for the last transfer spot. Down to the line, give it to Tanner English by 1/100th of a second over Ashton Winger, David McCoy, Tim Dome, Brennan Willard, Seth Daniels, and the rest of the field. So Tanner English finishes third, Dalton Wilson second. The Autism Awareness Coltman Farms Racing, number 174, gets the win. It's Ethan Dodson out of Bakersfield, California, Ben.
Ethan Dodson picks up the win. He was running this baby a little like Bakersfield. Picked up big win at Talladega Short Track late in the year last year. Big season. And he's here in the Coltman Farms Racing 174. Well, Ethan, I think you just used every inch of this racetrack. It felt a little like Bakersfield out here tonight, a little hammer down. Seemed like as the night's gone on, you've got more and more comfortable. What do you look for tomorrow night?
Yeah, good. If I could just keep it out of the wall, I think I've had a lot of help. I've done it myself, so it's really good. I just can't thank all my guys for busting their butts. I feel like every time I pull in, this thing's wrecked, so can't thank them. And Tommy Greco and Brett Coltman, just everybody helps me out.
I tell you what, Ethan Dodson, guys, first time to East Bay. This is not an easy place to figure out. And he's right. He's had speed. He might not have had luck, but he's been fast, and he'll be one to watch in tomorrow night's makeup feature.
Oh my, our first Tommy Greco reference.
That's right.
In a while.
Hey, DJ,
the Greg.
And the house we're staying on is the El Greco Drive, is where our VRBO's at.
That's exactly
Irony?
right.
I think not.
I had Greco for my insurance for a while.
No, that was Geico. That was Geico.
Okay. All right. Finally, we've lost all control. We've lost James.
We're having
Dale.
too much fun. We're
Dale,
having too much fun. That popcorn was good, by the way.
Yes,
It was.
Fisher's Popcorn, Ocean City, Maryland. Lucas Oil Heat Race number 6. Spencer Hughes going to be on the pole of this one at Causeyville, Mississippi, and Martinsville, Indiana's Hudson O'Neal on the outside.
Row 2, Dale. I'm sorry.
You catch me while I'm
Hang in there,
leaning
brother.
back here, relaxing. Hayden Cowan be on the inside row 2, and Mike Bennett in the 25B.
Now, Rincon, Georgia, where is that at? Do you know?
I'm unaware of that.
Maybe close to Hawkinsville.
Maybe.
To brush up on your Georgia.
I don't know.
All right,
I was in North
what did
Georgia.
you leave off at? Garrett, Kyle Bronson in the 40B. He's out of Brandon, Florida. And then Tyler Millwood in 31, Kingston, Georgia. You know where that is. I know you already said that.
I do that.
Garrett Albertson inside row 4 on his outside in the 47W. James Brandon Waggle. And your final 2 starters, Trevor Collins and Earl Pearson Jr. EPJ going to scratch from this one, so that leaves us with 9 cars running 8 laps, top 3 transfer. Final Monday night heat race right here, and then we'll roll into 3B mains. Lucas Oil Heat number 6 is going green.
So far, so good. We've run 6 heat races in about a half hour as they come out of turn number 2. Hudson O'Neal, that flat tire earlier in the 40-lap main event down the back straightaway. Here comes Garrett Albertson. Heartbreak in that first feature. Rolling the bottom on Hayden Cowan.
And he's going to try to get a run down to the inside of Hayden Cowan behind your race leader. In this one, Hudson O'Neal, Spencer Hughes in second. You're looking at the battle for third. Garrett Albertson on the inside. Hayden Cowan trying to transfer into his first A-main of the week.
Not the first really race that we've had that a leader is about a second ahead of the rest of the field. O'Neal into turn 1 in the Valvoline Trevor Camp Ridges entry, 1.22 seconds ahead of Hughes. And then Hayden Cowan in third in that Harold Holly crew chief, number 214.
And it looks like Garrett Alberson's going to sidestep him at the end of the back straightaway and maybe bring the 40B of Kyle Bronson with him as well. You saw Bronson hook her up there getting into turns 3 and 4. This track, Dale, starting to chop up just a little bit in places. And as a driver, is it one of those instances where you want to ride that fine line of being fast versus being smooth?
Well, it actually has a different look to it. You know, all of these guys put new tires on. The racetrack bled back. So the new tires, they can obviously charge. I think we saw in the last feature, you know, the tire fade. So now they're running hard for, you know, the complete 8 laps of these heat races. So it definitely has a different look.
A lot of guys.
I'm ready to go, yeah.
And James is going to say a lot of guys going up on the high side there as well. As you look now at the battle for the second spot, Garrett Alberson's got his feet back under him as he had that heartbreak in the feature, the regularly scheduled feature, just a little bit ago, and he's trying to take second spot away from Spencer Hughes. As we've got 2 laps to go in this one, Hudson O'Neal with a 2.5 second advantage.
All right, the Barron's performance, 1 lap to go. Coming up next. And Hudson O'Neal, 2.5 seconds, the most dominating heat race here in this second half of the night.
Absolutely. Final time around for the driver out of Martinsville, Indiana, the new deal, Hudson O'Neal. A winner here on Tuesday night, 24 hours ago. He's going to grab the win in Lucas Oil Heat number 6 for the Monday show. Second spot goes to Spencer Hughes, and third will go to Garrett Alberson, and that'll leave Kyle Bronson, Hayden Cowan, Mike Benedum, Trevor Collins, Tyler Millwood, and Brandon Waggle on the outside looking in. So finishing in the third and final transfer spot, it's Garrett Alberson. Second goes to Spencer Hughes, and the winner of Lucas Oil Heat Race number 6, the Valvoline, Swabert Calf Ranches, O'Neal Savage Gunners, Honey, Ace Metalworks, Wheeler Metals, WR1 Sim Chassis, Performance Grading, sponsored Rocket One. It's the new deal, Hudson O'Neal. He'll be going to a very familiar place, and that's Beelan Victory Lane to grab a word with Ben Shelton.
Well, last night, Honey got his 5th career